Hi, everyone. My name is Chris, and welcome back to the F1 24 VCARB career for today's Imola Grand Prix, which is round 7 of 24. If you guys did miss the last race in the last episode, we went to the Miami Grand Prix for our very first home race of the season and our second sprint race weekend. It was the first time that we had back-to-back sprints this season, pretty early on in the season for back-to-back sprints, but we messed up in sprint qualifying, which put us down the order quite a bit. But after a lunge up to P11, we were able to hold it there, and then we were quickly able to dispatch the Alpine of Ocon, and then go run down pretty much everyone else, starting with Hamilton, which the contact we made almost ended pretty badly, if I do say so myself. It wasn't pretty, but we did get around him. When we did manage to get around him, excuse me, we then hunted down Gasly, and then we passed him with ease, making a pretty nice dive on good old Pierre Gasly. And then as Stroll made a mistake in the chicane out of the bridge, we just ended up taking advantage and getting P7. And you think that's where it would end. However, Stroll did come back after us because he had the DRS for the straight. Unfortunately, I didn't time it that correctly to stay ahead of him, but we dived into the final, or into the tight left-hander, which I think is, I don't remember what turn it is. Is it like 20 turns in Miami or something like that? I don't even remember. There's a lot of turns in every F1 track. I'm going to just say that right now. Minus Austria. Austria has like 11 turns. But even though we were able to get around Stroll, there was a little bit of a late charge by Hamilton to try to get around us. Held him off, and we ended up holding on to P7, as Sergio Perez in the Red Bull ended up making a statement by winning the sprint, and we came home to finish in P7, and that was all fun and games until we got to the main race. We qualified second for our very first home race of the season, and shockingly enough, we actually got off the line really well. If you guys have noticed a pattern throughout, this season, especially when it comes to F1 24, I don't know if it's just me, but the starts with out any bit of traction control, you just have terrible starts. I don't know what way to get better starts, because I feel like no matter what I do, I don't get that great of starts. But I mean, Miami's, we got a pretty good one, and I was happy with it, in my opinion. I was fine with it. But then we ended up having a little bit of a battle with Perez for P2 for a little bit. Swap positions. If you guys saw a little bit ago, introduced a new little camera thing, where there was two battles pretty much going on, the one between myself and Perez, and then the other one between Norris and Leclerc. And 2 laps later, it happened again, where Norris got back around Leclerc to take the position. And unfortunately, a couple laps later or a good chunk of the race later for Perez, his statement that he was making in the sprint did not come to fruition, and he ended up DNFing out of the race from, I believe it was P4. And pit stops, I was kind of worried that the team would fumble again, because over the past 3 races, they did a pretty bad job. But shockingly enough, they put the 4 tires on. We got out pretty well ahead of Lando Norris, which was our main competition when we came to the pits, and we got out ahead of him by a good margin, and just behind the Ferrari of Leclerc. And we did fight Leclerc pretty much the whole rest of the race. And the move I ended up making on Leclerc towards the end, in my opinion, was controversial in more ways than one. At the time, I was okay with it because I was able to get P2, but after looking back on it, there was really no need to dive it into the corner the way that I did, and I felt really bad. And a lot of drivers have been saying that I'm pretty aggressive and pretty dirty driving, and hopefully at Imola today, I'll be able to rectify that, but we'll have to wait and see. But Max Verstappen ended up taking the victory, and in typical Max Verstappen fashion, he ended up extending his lead at the top of the championship ahead of Lando Norris in P2. We are in P3 because of our second place finish. Then you got Oscar Piastri in 4th, Sergio Perez, even with his DNF, remains in 5th. Charles Leclerc with his podium is in 6th now, with Alonso in 7th, Hamilton in 8th, Russell in 9th, and Carlos Sainz in P10. And then you got Pierre Gasly in 11th. Stroll scored his first points in Miami in both the sprint and main race. He's now 12th. Ricciardo is in 13th, Albon is in 14th, and Ocon also scored his first points in Miami as well, which puts him in 15th. Right now it is Zhou Guanyu, Valtteri Bottas, Nico Hülkenberg, Kevin Magnussen, and Logan Sargent without a single point scored. And the constructors-wise, Red Bull leads ahead of McLaren in P2, followed by Ferrari in 3rd, ourselves in 4th, Aston in 5th, Mercedes 6th, Alpine 7th, Williams in 8th, Kick Sauber in 9th, and the Haas team in 10th. And before going into the race weekend, we ended up having, our experts on what they wanted. The manufacturing expert, we just wanted to get through without damaging the car, or 2 different sessions without damaging the car. Wind tunnel, they wanted us to achieve a speed of 170 miles per hour, which we ended up doing. Power unit, achieve a position better than our teammate in qualifying. We ended up with that, and then we ended up going with the perfecting the race strategy with the strategy analysis before heading into this race weekend. There should be some upgrades coming in for Imola. Now, that the hope is that they can come in, but the other hope is that we could purchase an upgrade, and we actually had enough to purchase another upgrade, but I didn't think I was going to be able to purchase yet another chassis upgrade, so I went over to Powertrain only to find out that Ricciardo had purchased that, and couldn't purchase anything on the durability side of things, so went for the rear floor under tray, expecting not to be able to purchase it, and as a matter of fact, we were able to purchase it, which will help us more in the chassis department. And unfortunately, it'll come in after Monaco, but it's better than it coming in, after Canada, which is, something I did not want to have happen. But where we sit, we were the 6th best team on the grid, so the hope is that we can get all these upgrades, starting with the ignition system, which Ricciardo got, which that does come in. The tire analytics data also comes in, and the rear floor under tray and the turbo improved materials also come in. So all 4 upgrades came in, and that will push us further ahead in the R&D and further ahead of Williams, Haas, Sauber, and Alpine, and closer to Aston Martin and Ferrari. Still got a ways to go to catch the top 3 of Mercedes, McLaren, and Red Bull. But yeah, have a lot of high hopes heading into this Grand Prix race weekend. So now it is time to head into the race weekend, and especially to Saturday for qualifying.
Welcome along everybody to Imola, just down the road from Ferrari HQ, and they know a thing or two about pace, and pace today is king. It's qualifying day, and it's great to have you with us.
So heading on to our one and only lap that we ended up doing for Q1. This is actually before we even started the lap. There was 15 seconds left. So we were pretty much trying to beat the time that we had left, and we got across our finish line with 3 seconds remaining, which allowed us to start our very first lap in Q1, and I almost got the timing all wrong. If I stayed in the garage for at least 3 extra seconds, I wouldn't have been able to do my qualifying lap, which would have really sucked. But we were able to continue on and do our qualifying lap, and it wasn't, in my opinion, the track could definitely, we were pretty good around here. There's been years where we've just been absolutely amazing, but since it's our first year in the VCARB around this place, took a little bit to get used to. But as we come across our finish line, we are gonna make it into Q2, but barely. As you can see, we got 12th in Q1, and Lando Norris tops everybody as the fastest driver in Q1. And the drivers that are knocked out in Q1 are Alexander Albon, Valtteri Bottas, Nico Hülkenberg, Logan Sargent, and Zhou Guanyu. Magnussen made it in, and Ricciardo, our teammate, thankfully made it in as well. But now we head on to our one and only lap in Q2. We have more time on the board, before it was completely over for Q2 for drivers that just could not cross our finish line to start another lap or to start a lap in general. And this is also our one and only lap in Q2. And we're just throwing this car around this racetrack. We're a little bit down on Ricciardo, but I ended up finding out why we were down on Ricciardo as I looked through the MFD and I saw, and you guys can see right there, our turbocharger is at 59%. It's worn. And the fact that we were able to make it into Q1, now that after seeing that, I was pretty shocked because the turbocharger eats up a lot of the battery and eats up a lot of power, especially when it's worn. And just further proving it right there, the TC is at 59%, which is just insane to see that because It's crazy how this lap was. As we come out of the final corner and down the front straightaway, we use up all of our ERS, we come across the start finish line, and we make it into Q3. We're 10th, and shockingly, we knocked out Lando Norris in the McLaren. I thought for a second it was going to be someone like Alonso or Stroll or our teammate. No, it was Lando Norris, and we eked him out by 0.03 of a second to make it into Q3. That is the gap between myself and Lando. And the gap ended up making it into Q3, which is insane. And heading onto our one only lap in Q3 as well. Now, you may be asking, how come this is our one and only lap in Q3? There's no timer on the top right-hand corner of the screen. Well, as a matter of fact, rain was imminent. There was rain on the way, and it looked like it was going to fall around the time that I would normally go out, which would be towards the end of the session. So I decided, you know what? I'm going to go on ahead and put in a lap now. And I did not know how this first lap was going to be. It was very rough around here. I'm going to say that much right now. It wasn't the greatest lap I've ever put down. In all honesty, if I didn't have the turbocharger issue, I probably could have put down a better lap. If I was just a little bit more, clean with my entries and exits, it would have been way better too. But out of the final corner, heading down to the straight, hit the DRS. We have enough ERS, and we go P5. That is the best lap that we can manage in our one and only run. And after simulating the times for a little bit, at 4 minutes and 50 seconds, rain was hitting the track. Now, it's not bad enough, because drivers have sometimes gone out even when the rain is like this. After skipping through a lot, I realized when it hit 2 minutes and 30 seconds left, nobody else was going out on track, and heading over to here, there was still nobody else on track. No one could improve their time, so that means that we will start P5 for the Imola Grand Prix, and Charles Leclerc for the Scuderia Ferrari will start the race on pole. That's just a sight that I never thought I would see, but now it is time to head into the race and head it on over to David Croft.
Hello there and welcome back to Imola, home circuit of the Scuderia Ferrari. We expect to see a lot of local supporters wearing red today, and they've all turned out for what we're expecting will be a sensational event here at the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. One lap of Imola, anti-clockwise of course, unlike most Formula One circuits, will take our drivers around 3.1 miles of track, 19 turns, 9 right-handers and 10 to the left. Drivers will need to be precise at the hairpin at turn 7, given the subsequent uphill section. Without a good exit from that corner, they'll lose a lot of time on that stretch. Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. A fantastic effort from Charles Leclerc yesterday, and it's put him on pole, just ahead of George Russell, who starts this event from P2. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Verstappen, Smith, Oscar Piastri, Hamilton, Stroll, Fernando Alonso, Sainz, Norris, Ricciardo, Gasly, Perez, Ocon, Magnussen, Albon, Bottas, Hulkenberg, Sargent, and Zhou Guanyu. And now it's time to head down to the track. And alongside me today, former Formula One driver and former world champion too. See, told you I'd give you a big intro. Anthony Davidson, hello. I know what we've got to do before the start of today's race, but what about our driver? What do the final hours look like for them?
Well, for them, you've got your pre-race rituals that you go through. You see different drivers that, some have got their headphones on, they're listening to the music. Some drivers really absorb the energy from the crowd and they're there waving to them. Other drivers, they go within themselves. They chat to their engineers, absorbing that information, that vital information that you need to carry you through the race. And, those pre-race rituals are essential to making things systematic. We do a lot of Grand Prix in a season, and the more systematic you can be, the easier you are within that environment.
All right, so rolling off, shockingly, P4 today. Didn't think a grip penalty would happen, but I guess Sergio Perez got that grip penalty, which demoted him to P13, I believe. So I think he got like a 10-place grip penalty. So it'll help myself and Max, but yeah, was definitely not expected to start P4, but we'll see how we do when we get off the line. But yeah, if you guys didn't see, well, I'm pretty sure you guys did. The turbocharger is pretty worn out. We have to go the whole race with it, and they're gonna be pretty because that means we're gonna lose quite a bit of energy store, because with the turbocharger it uses our battery, or it substitutes our battery to help with the turbocharger with how worn it is. So we're gonna lose a lot more ERS / overtake more often because of the turbocharger. So that is something we're gonna have to fight, but we should be fine. But Taylor Larry's strategy today looks like it's gonna be a simple kind of deal. Medium to hard strategy. They really want us having a lot of fuel in the car, to which I'm saying no. I don't want my car to be that heavy. I mean, I'll make it heavy, but just not that heavy. But yeah, so I think fuel-wise, we're going to be okay. Maybe we could burn a lot of this fuel. Just kind of depends on how we race. But also the turbocharger is going to be a pain, so yeah. That's it's going to be a bit of a pain in the ass, but hopefully it'll be alright for us. But yeah, so let's go on ahead and jump into this race and let us see what we can do. Let's go. Big worry that it seemed to be going into this race was that there was going to be some rain, but from the looks of it, not really. But, I mean, yeah, so all in all, this should be a pretty okay race, all things considered. We'll just kind of have to, see how this strategy plays out for us. But yeah, I was really shocked to get into P4. I thought because of our turbocharger being worn out, we weren't going to be able to do that. But once again, this season and playing this game, I've been proven wrong. Well, I kind of had the feeling that would happen. Me not getting off the line. I think I just need to add more RPM to it on the start. I think that's what I need to do. Oh, Sainz trying to come at us. You know what, with our turbocharger being worn, I'm not going to really try to fight these guys as much as, you know, I would, or normally would. So there's an opportunity for them to pass me. I'll just let them. I'm not going to fight it too much. However, I do want to get out ahead of Stroll. Maybe Piastri because he might be slow.
Okay, the start was fine.
Oh.
Let's try and move forward.
Barely even got on the throttle. Fuck.
This lap. You can use it when you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
I'm already at 9% of fucking battery that's left.
A bit of understeer when trailing the car ahead. They're going to be giving off dirty air, which is going to affect our tyres, so try to get past.
Did you see the final corner coming to the end of lap 1? I think I felt that. We get these good runs on Stroll, but it's just not going to be enough to pass him. This DRS is going to really help him out, though. See what he does here. Yeah, I got like no ERS.
Tire condition still.
I don't know what's going on with my game. Like, there's no reason for that. Zero. Absolutely no reason. Still doing it. I don't know why. Just freezing randomly, dude. we have a run. Made a little bit of contact with Oscar, but we got P5, so that's good. The fight for the lead up ahead is pretty immaculate right now, as Leclerc lost the lead to Russell, and then he gained it back from Russell. We just kind of fed Piastri to the guys behind. It's not looking good for the youngster. Fucking there went again. Car just fucking broke sideways.
The gap to the car in front is
We,
less than 1 second
on a
now.
worn
Well done. Let's try and get
turbocharger,
past
almost
the
got
leaders.
a faster lap than Leclerc. That's insane. And we got around Stroll to make us feel better about ourselves. Back up into fourth where we started, so I'll take it. Doing pretty good. I have to save ERS because I'm not going to be able to live off of no ERS. Not only is skill needed for this track, but so is speed and power. I've already pulled away from Stroll. I'm not even trying. Oh, I found the gravel. Fuck. Damn it. I got DRS off of Max, though. That's good.
Gap to your teammate behind.
Help me pull
2.8
away from
seconds.
Stroll a little bit. There goes Russell again. Don't 2021 it. And oh my fucking god. Dude, we're already back in this. We're in this fight. What the hell? Yeah, Stroll's close right over the back of me. Mainly because Leclerc is kind of holding up Max a little bit when he got overtook by Russell. Whew. Yeah, they like lowered the curb, so you can really hop them. You can really hop the fucking curves here. More now.
Gaining on the car in front. Try to keep up this momentum.
Max is gonna go front on Charles. And he got him. Max got Charles. And
Okay, mate. Engine's running very, very hot. Engine's running hot. Let's try and keep it cooler.
wants me to stay below 271 degrees. Okay. Just keep me out of the toe of these guys ahead, and I'll be fine. I don't know what you're thinking, Stroll. Don't start this shit again. I swear to God if you do. Can the game stop freezing, please? Thank you. I'll let him watch this. Stay out here. Engine never gets hot. Almost lost it. We're good, though. We're good. Max has caught Russell again. And Leclerc is not trying to, but keeping us at bay to the point where he's kind of dragging us along to the fight up at the front. I'm just trying to get out of the slipstream of him. Just cool my engine down, while also trying to keep Stroll behind me. Yeah, look at how much you can abuse the curves in this race this year. Holy damn. Max just went for it on Russell. He got him. Wow. What a move to get into first by Max. Holy. Is Daniel really holding P8 right now? Damn, alright. He's still ahead of a McLaren and Aston and Mercedes. Ricardo, holy. I'm fighting my turbocharger. He's just trying to fight for points because I've got so much more than he does. But I know we got some upgrades, so those should be helping him out at some point. I just don't know when that'll help him. Did we just close in ever so slightly on Leclerc? You want to know something? I'm not even going to pass him because I can. My turbocharger and my engine being hot is not going to allow me to do that. Just get out of line.
Yes, mate. We hit
Yeah.
the target.
So there we go.
Nice work.
Managed to keep the engine under 271 degrees by just pulling out of line on the DRS straight. I learned from the first time that I was given that because I fucked it up badly. Oh my god, every tire but the left front is just destroyed. Oh my lord. The left front's the only one at like 13%. My right rear hates me though. Holy. My right front's at 25, left rear at 24, and then the left front's at 14. How does that make sense? How did we get here? It's crazy to me how the tires, like,
Okay, no issues
this year compared to last year
Keep taking care of them.
are so much more different. It's just insane to me. Yeah, I was kind of hoping that Leclerc would kind of gain some time on Russell where I could try to pull away from Stroll behind because I don't want to continue to give him DRS for this straight. But Leclerc just can't get any closer to Russell, and I don't know why. Yeah, I'm sliding now. What the hell? Whew, that right rear. That right rear is bad. You also gotta love Stroll doing Stroll things, trying to pass me in places he really shouldn't be trying to pass me, but you know.
Time.
That's good because these softs, or not softs, these mediums, they, they've seen better days, I'll tell you that, especially the rears. Especially that right rear. Whew, that right rear. Whenever we saw it, the percentage it was at. Maybe take it easier through there. Maybe, just maybe. That did not help at all. 32 and 39 now. Went completely fucking sideways. That was, that is what happens when your rear tires do not want to do that anymore. They will tell you immediately. I slowed up the guys behind, which is good, but not really the way I was expected to do that. I will be honest, though.
Okay, so
That was one badass save. I'll remember that forever.
Okay, so we're leading our
That was pretty
teammate
fucking
by
cool.
4 points.
At that time, that was better. That time, that was way fucking better. Through here, way better. Especially the entry.
Push now, we're boxing this
Alright.
lap.
Coming in this time, how's our TC doing? Only at 61%. That's not bad. I thought it would have been way worse already. But nope, it's hanging in there.
Okay, mate, Leclerc is ahead of you. We can't let them hold us up for too long, so
We're
let's try and
pitting.
get past as soon as possible and crack on. Push, push.
Can I just ask, how the fuck am I meant to pass him when we're pitting this lap? What? I can't even catch him because of my tires. We need to pit for brand new tires if we want to even have a chance. Yeah, we need new tires. That was... Alright, we're coming in this time. Verstappen's in, and as is Leclerc.
Okay, don't worry
Alright.
about that target for now. Let's just focus on this pit stop.
I'm glad that you postponed it, so thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Alright, let's see how our stop goes. Hoping it goes well.
Right, let's go. Come on.
Alright, good.
Good job on the turn in there, mate. Looks like a nice stop time. We're happy with that one.
I'm happy with it too. Happy that we were able to get a good stop in and continue our quest to run down
stay clear
Leclerc.
of the white line on the exit. We'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross onto the track.
Hopefully now our tires won't be as shit. I haven't ran the hards around this track yet. So I guess this will be our first, like, few laps going around here on a set of hards. Brand new, nonetheless. Hamilton and Alonso also came in, and Haas did too behind. Let's see how we do on these bad boys. Leclerc might be going faster too on the hards because he was struggling on the mediums as well. Ricardo came in.
Daniel's in for his stop.
So that's good that Ricardo's in now. Try to cover off the attack from Hamilton and Alonso. Joe came in as well. Yeah, a lot of guys. Purple the final sector.
You're running low on ERS. Reminder that you
We
can
just
play
jumped
around with
Russell.
ERS modes in the MFD, or lift sometimes and ease onto the brake pedal for some manual recharge.
Wow, myself and Leclerc just jumped Russell. We're virtually P3 now. That might not last long though, because I got my turbocharger, which is very worn out. So that may not happen, but we'll see. Unfortunately, Ricardo wasn't able to stay out ahead of Alonso and Hamilton.
Car behind, running hard tires.
They ended up jumping Ricardo, which sucks. But if Ricardo stays in the points, he should be fine. I think he will after these two guys ahead stop. Well, I wasn't able to say a whole lot because my phone was going off, but we put in the fastest lap. Hell yeah. That might go away soon though, because
okay, mate, we need to save up some ERS, so let's focus on charging.
charge it to 49.64% by lap 22. I mean, I'll see. I mean, I think I can. We'll just kind of have to see how it all pans out. But with that TC being worn out, it's going to be a little bit difficult to save. We're still going faster every sector, so that's good. Just shows you that we were definitely struggling on them on the mediums, little by little though. So Russell might end up passing us for third right here, because this is virtual P3, and we went faster without having to use any ERS, and there goes Russell.
9.5 seconds.
It's almost like I knew what happened. I was just waiting on it to happen. Just didn't know how. I knew how it was gonna happen, and Russell was just gonna be quicker than us. So I knew. I just didn't know when it was gonna happen. Pretty much all I could say is it was gonna happen sometime after I got the fastest lap, but it's okay.
Oh, great stuff. You hit that target. Really good job.
Yeah, we're at 54% on fucking our ERS. Holy shit. But Russell has closed that gap ever so slightly to us.
Okay, clear.
And there's a yellow behind. I almost just went off the track by trying to figure out who the yellow was for. There goes Hamilton. That is Hamilton out of the race. Now that begs the question, is Russell going to be okay? Norris came in.
Worried, just some bad data, so keep doing what you're doing. I'll let you know if we notice any genuine problems.
So Russell has DRS, but he can't quite pass me because I'm in DRS range of Leclerc. But Norris came in, fitted on the mediums. So now it's just a matter of time as to when Piastri's going to do the same thing, because he's leading right now.
Virtual safety
and
car,
there's a VSC.
Safety car. Reduce speed immediately and keep a positive delta.
Wow. Okay, I don't know what the VSC is for, but that, I think, has just helped Piastri. Is the VSC for Hamilton? Is that what it was for? Piastri pretty much just has a free pit stop.
VSC ending. We're going green. Maintain positive delta until the green flags.
Yeah, that... I kind of got fucked over a little bit there. Just a tiny little bit. Yeah, Russell's on my inside. Oh, man. Now down to P5.
Try to stay with them. They might make a mistake and we could still regain the position.
Yeah, I think Piastri took advantage of that fucking VSC. Just came in. We lost out P4 to Russell. Like I said, if there's an opportunity for me to fight them, I will, but my car is pretty much down on power at this rate. But I know Russell has the faster car than I do. I'm just trying to be conservative, just get through this race. It's really all I'm trying to do, just get through this fucking race. I don't even care what happens, just get me to the end.
Keep managing your tyres.
Oh wait, Piastri's just now pit. Wait, what? Wait, Piastri just pitted. Wait, why didn't he pit onto the VSC? Either he made the call or the team made the call, because that was a bad call. Like
Okay, mate. Let's try and pick our moments where we use ERS. Let's try to be consistent.
You want me to use 1.4 seconds of ERS each lap? Okay.
Just follow the safety car.
Okay.
Don't worry about the target. Follow the safety car. Okay, we've got a full course caution. The safety car's out. Keep an eye on the delta. We need to keep it positive to avoid a penalty. Slow down. Maintain positive delta.
Is there even enough time to throw on? There's even enough laps to throw on a set of softs and go all the way to the end? Well, this changes everything again. Like I feel like if Piastri just waited a little bit longer, the safety car would have come out. It's true too. If he waited just a tiny little bit longer, he would have been okay. Now we went from a VSC to a safety car. No one's pitting. Definitely not a good time to get on a set of any different tire. Tires I think are still fine too. Yeah, they're still okay, but yeah, there's really no need to replace them. They're still fine. So this changes everything. This is going to give Russell and Leclerc another shot at Verstappen. This might even give our teammate a shot to get some more positions if he can. Where's he sitting right now? He is ahead of Perez. So Perez probably pitted. So he's P8 right now, ahead of 2 McLarens. That might not last long though, but we'll see. We'll see if Ricciardo decides to hold him off. I mean, Ricciardo, he might not do that. We'll see. So what, all the way to 10th right now is Cotto, something like that? Yeah, here comes the rest of the field. They're slowly catching us. Slowly but surely, they're catching us. What's my TC looking now? 62? Really? I think it's because I haven't been using that much ERS, so my turbocharger doesn't get affected that much. I mean, it was pretty bad in the beginning. It was pretty fucking bad in the beginning, I'll tell you that much.
Safety car in this lap.
Alright, safety car's coming in.
This lap. Let's make sure those tyres are up to temperature, and remember, there's no overtaking until the timing line. Stay in position until the green flags.
Alright, so I'm gonna say this right now. Everybody probably yelling in the fucking monitor or TV screen telling me to pass Russell. The podium's right there. If I'm gonna pass Russell, it's gonna be clean. Miami, like, the pass I made on Leclerc to grab P2 was pretty fucking dirty. So I'm gonna get on the podium. I want it to be a clean fucking pass. That's what I'm gonna say.
Use your overtake button more. It's time to utilize some of this energy. Come on. Green flag.
The signs just went off. And I didn't do that. And we just overtook Russell. And I told you, if I was gonna get on the podium, I'm overtaking Russell cleanly, and I did.
Tire condition still looking good.
Wow. But he's gonna get back at me because this turbocharger is fucking worn the hell out, and it's in so much pain. It's not doing too hot. I'm gonna fight anybody for a podium. It's probably gonna be Russell. But I know Russell's gonna probably. They got the faster car. He's gonna beat me. 1,000% he's gonna beat me.
The stewards have now enabled DRS.
DRS is now enabled. trying not to use ERS because of my turbocharger. I don't want to wear it out more.
The gap on the car.
We kind of do a good job at. We did a really good job at pulling away from the fucking acids behind.
Okay, mate, we're not using as much fuel as we predicted, which means we've got
The
extra
fuck?
performance in hand. So let's push, and use it all up.
You want me to use up 13.8? You want me to have below 13.8 kilograms? What the fuck? You thank the safety car and virtual safety car for having me save that much. The fuck? I'm probably gonna need Russell to be ahead of me then. I need the draft from him as much as possible. Or I could just have these two dinguses ahead of me do the same shit. I mean, I'm losing kilograms. The fuck is a kilometer? The fuck is a kilogram? I'm talking about gallons. You ain't speaking my language if you don't say gallons, all right? God, what the fuck? What is that?
The turbocharger's on its last legs. Let's try to keep mileage on it to a minimum.
Yeah, there goes Russell. We both have DRS, but... Oh, Russell went straight off! What the hell? I didn't even do anything. I was willingly gonna give him this position, and he just went straight off. Now he's got Alonso behind him. All up his ass. All up his rear end. Ready to pounce. I'm on the podium again. What the shit? I shouldn't be here. I shouldn't, I don't know. I might need to bump the AI difficulty. Like, I'm at 100. This don't feel like 100 to me. This feels like 98. Or this feels like the 90 AI difficulty level range. What the shit? But also, I didn't even force Russell into a mistake. He just made a mistake. I don't know what to tell you. I didn't do anything. Oh, where's my TC at? It says still at 62. Okay, well. Hoping with the use of ERS, it burns more fuel, and it should, but it's also not, and it's kind of annoying me. I'm just able to burn fuel just by riding around. This is going to be a battle between Verstappen and Leclerc, and I'm just kind of here. I'm not gonna say I'm gonna go for the win, because I already know if I try, I'm gonna fuck it up royally. I think I burnt it. Yep, I did.
Mate, great stuff. You hit that target.
Let's
That
go.
sets us up nicely for the rest of this race.
Let's see if Leclerc can get around Verstappen. I don't know why there's like debris being kicked up right there. I don't understand that. Here goes Leclerc. He's going for it. Oh my God. Oh my God, we swooped around the outside of fucking Max. What the fuck?
Brilliant. Nice move. Keep going.
Oh God, hi Leclerc. I don't think Leclerc wants me behind him. I really don't think he does. Leclerc's trust in me kind of vanished after Miami. Let's see if we can try to gain some of that trust back with him. I'm on a worn-out turbocharger and I'm running P2. How the fuck? What? I didn't even go up into 7th gear. I'm just so baffled by the position I'm in. With the fucking, like, mountain of shit that I'm having to go through. This is insanity. All right, let's try to pass Leclerc as cleanly as we can. We're not Miami-ing him again. We're not doing it.
Okay, the car behind is dropping back. We're seeing a gap starting to form.
We're not gonna Miami it. We're now the leader of the Imola Grand Prix. I can't believe I'm saying that, but it's true. Oh my God, I almost just lost it right there because I took too much curb. Holy shit. I need to save ERS. I don't have enough. We're at 4 to go right now. We're now like 3.5 laps to go. This is insanity. They're falling back. Did not get through there as fast as I thought. There's another yellow behind. It's Max. Max is out. He's out. Championship implications once more. Now it's Smithley versus Leclerc again. Where have I seen this before? Oh my God, we're going at it for another round. We just can't get away from each other. Who'd have thunk it, dude? Like, seriously. Who'd have thunk that we would have Smithley versus Leclerc part 4? I'm just curious if I'm ever gonna have someone that I fight in any F1 game that lives up to the same challenge that Leclerc lives up to. I swear. We're trying to win it because it's our team's home race, and Leclerc's trying to win it because it's literally Ferrari's home race. But Leclerc doesn't have a win either. There's Max over there off to the side.
There's an incident in the next part of the track. No overtaking through the yellow flags.
Depending on where Lando finishes, he may not gain a whole lot on Max. He may not gain that much. I'm being honest. He's not going to. We're coming to 2 to go. Got another run on Leclerc. Oh, he's going defensive. Oh, I'm barely going to have enough. No, I'm not. I'm not going to have enough. I'm not going to have enough. I'm not going to have enough. Oh, what? Oh, I thought... What the fuck? I was given the position because I didn't think I'd have enough. Oh my God, dude. I'm not gonna Miami it. I'm not Miami-ing it with fucking Leclerc again. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I can't be bothered to do that. I still feel like shit after what I did to Leclerc, alright? I really do. I'm not doing it. I also remembered with me, the last time I was on the outside of Leclerc trying to pass him, I fucking took him out. I'm not saying I did it in 24 or 22, or in 23, excuse me. But I did it 3 years ago on F1 2021. I wasn't gonna do it again. And I'm not gonna do it again. I can't. I don't have it in me.
Okay, you just started the fight.
Ah, fuck, he went there. Oh my God.
Nice work,
we got the spot.
You up a place.
Oh my God, I about lost it right there. Leclerc still technically has one more shot. I can still royally fuck this up. Oh, there he goes. He's going for it. Oh, I went wide. I thought he was there. I thought he was there, but shit. Bro, what the fuck is this battle? Oh, Russell. Oh, Russell. Oh, we're good. How? I don't know. I think Leclerc still got it. I can't do anything. I think Leclerc's gonna get redemption from Abu Dhabi. Is he? Yes, he is. GG's, Charles. Holy shit. Holy fuck.
Okay, good job, mate. Really, really well done. That was a fantastic drive. Bring it home.
Just wow. Holy shit. Third straight podium. Oh my.
To the line, to the checkered flag. It's King Charles today. He wins.
To come here and take victory as a team today on home soil was so important. You can see how much it means to them. The drivers there doing their part. The team's strategy was perfect as well. And the fans really embraced that. What a great atmosphere we had here today.
And here we are, a team that is no stranger to the podium, taking their place on top once again. A sublime race today, and a stunning win for Ferrari.
What a race. What a race. I know what a lot of you might be thinking. I should have just done it. I should have just went for it. And I did many times. But y'all gotta understand. I felt so shit after what I did to Leclerc in Miami. And I told myself, if there's ever a time where that ever is close to happening again, I can't do it. I'm not going. It's not even a matter of I can't do it. I'm not going to do it. I can't do that again. I felt like shit after what I did to Leclerc in Miami and the way that I passed him. And I'll be honest, I'll take a P2 if that means having a great final, like, however many laps after Max DNF'd of just Smithley v. Leclerc 4. I mean, this would technically be Smithley v. Leclerc 5, but this is number 4 for race wins. Actually, no, this is number 3 for race wins, but number 4 in just non-championship battles. We've had one championship battle with him. And it just... F1 23 ended in the finale was amazing. This race on F1 24 is like very close with how amazing it was, and Leclerc, after everything, after beating him 4-0 pretty much, he finally beats us for good. And he won on home soil too. It doesn't get any better than that. It doesn't get any better than that for Leclerc. But congratulations to Charles. Well-deserved, well-earned victory. Just a fantastic job on his behalf. We come home with a P2. Oh my god, that's our 4th podium of the season, and our 3rd in a row. Holy shit. It's Ferrari's first win of the season too. God dang. Russell comes home P3. If I wasn't in the fight or anything like that, Russell was gonna be on the podium 100%. Really good day for Aston Martin. P4 with Alonso and P5 with Stroll. And look at Ricciardo, P6. God dang. Those upgrades really helping him out too. Like, shit. Like, really helping him out. And then you got Oscar Piastri and Lando Norris 7th and 8th. Ocon 9th. And then Alexander Albon 10th. We almost got a Haas point. If one more driver just DNFs, we could have had a new point score, and that would have been the Haas F1 team with Kevin fucking Magnussen of all people. Oh my god, they need to do something to Hulkenberg, because he's been performing really, really well on that Haas, and he's finishing 13th. The fuck. But Gasly 12th, Hulkenberg 13th, Bottas 14th, Sargent 15th, Zhou in 16th, Perez in 17th, Sainz in 18th. The Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton, the only 2 DNFs in this race. Sainz spun out when we came back from the safety car, and something happened to Perez, and he just wasn't able to bounce back from, just at all. So, yeah. But this isn't lasting long. So Max Verstappen still leads the championship by now 16 points ahead of us in P2 in the VCARB. Something ain't right. I gotta probably up the difficulty. This is ridiculous now. Lando Norris P3. Charles Leclerc is now P4. So Leclerc, I want to say something, but I'm not going to. I'm the second driver to hit 100 points. How the fuck am I? What? Okay. Piastri 5th, Alonso 6th, Perez 7th, Russell 8th, Hamilton 9th, and Carlos Sainz in 10th. Stroll in 11th, Ricciardo in 12th with 10 points to his name. God dang. Pierre Gasly 13th, Ocon 14th, and Albon 15th. They're all on 3 points. All of them, so not bad. And we still have Kevin Magnussen, Zhou Guanyu, Valtteri Bottas, Nico Hulkenberg somehow, and Logan Sargent without a point scored. I'm shocked that neither of the Haas's have scored a point. How did, like, dude, I swear, like, EA or Codemasters has something against Haas because they've been doing, like, pretty well this season. They've scored quite a bit of points. They haven't scored anything. By this point already, I think they scored like 2 or 3 times with both drivers. That's insane to me. But then over here on the constructor side of things, Red Bull still lead, but by only 7 ahead of McLaren in P2. And then Ferrari in 3rd ahead of us in P4. And then you got the Aston Martin in P5. Mercedes in 6th, Alpine in 7th, Williams 8th, Haas in 9th, and the Saubers in 10th. So shockingly, Alpine's ahead of Williams. Shockingly. I don't know how the fuck we're here. Like, how the fuck did we get here? Oh my god. There ain't really much else to say except... what a race. I loved it. I loved the battle with myself and Leclerc. And we got Smithley versus Leclerc 4. There will be a Smithley v Leclerc 2 for the Drivers' Championship. Don't you fucking worry. It's going to happen in the future. I don't know when, but it's going to happen in the future. There will be a Smithley v Leclerc 2 for the Drivers' Championship. This is just number 4, not championship related. If that makes any sense. And it was one hell of an Imola Grand Prix that I would gonna keep remembering. And what in the oh my god. Well, we have a rating rivalry, and it's with Lance Stroll of all people. If y'all know my history with Stroll thus far this season, it hasn't been pretty. So, yeah, it's pretty fitting that myself and Stroll would have a rivalry. But it's a rating rivalry, which is the funny thing. So, I've never had a rating rivalry. I've only had a teammate rivalry and a rivalry with somebody else. So our experience ended up going up to 62, and our focus went up to 73, which is actually pretty freaking insane if you think about it. And, yeah, our recognition, we actually went from a 52-48 to now a 53-47 as our RTG continues to go higher and higher, and we're nearing where we need to be for our rating, which is 80 by season's end. We ended up doing all the specialist objectives for the manufacturing, power unit, race strategists, and the wind tunnel experts. So that was pretty nice.
It seems as if you have a new rival. This is the perfect opportunity to show the world why you belong in this sport, and to show me why you belong amongst my very exclusive clientele. That's a joke. I love working with you.
Well, I sure fucking hope that that's the case, because I would have fired your ass if you were being truthful about that. I'm just joking, by the way. But that is going to do it for me today, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you all enjoyed the video. If you guys did, leave a like, subscribe, and hit that notification button down below for more. The next race is the Monaco Grand Prix. It's either going to be a good race, it's going to be a boring race, who knows, but it all comes down to Saturday. And why do I say Saturday? Because Saturday qualifying, that's why. But thank you guys so much. My name is Chris. I'm out. I'll see you later. Have your stay. Peace out. I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care. Love you guys so very much. And goodbye.